Guy, and guys, we're coming back at you again today, brand new episode of our Madden 21 franchise mode featuring your Washington football team. We are taking on none other than the New York Gigantes, the Giants, the team that is Saquon's Barkley and only Saquon's Barkley, the man who has quads that were so big that he busted his ACL because, well, he could not support his weight because he in fact was too big. He's like, is Ed Too Tall Jones too tall? He's like, is Saquon Barkley's quads too big? Well, there you go, Chuba Hubbard, the running back, who I believe will be the great point between these dominant running backs that are too big and some good running backs that are too small. You know, I think he'll be that perfect in-between guy. I think, you know, Zeke and Derrick Henry and Todd Gurley and Saquads are all too big. You know, Miles Sanders and Josh Jacobs, they're that perfect size. Sanders might be a little bit of a big side, but Sanders, that perfect size right there. Same with Chuba Hubbard, the Oklahoma running back. But Golden Tate last week went off. Big week for Golden Tate. You'll love to see that for veteran players, especially, you know, when they are getting closer to their end of their days and their prime. But the Giants do have one special man at QB. That would be Justin Fields, the second overall pick, as they felt that Danny Dimes just did not have what it takes to be the franchise QB. But right now, trading touchdowns, 7-7, 14-7 Giants lead. Alright, 14-14 in the third. Come on, alright, there you go, a one touchdown lead. Alright, field goal lead now. Come on, let's do this, guys. Let's hold strong, let's get some points on the board right now. But no, a touchdown there for the Giants puts them up, and a field goal will put us down by one. And a following touchdown, we just do not have time. Two touchdowns now for the Giants. Three touchdowns now for them. Sorry, two touchdowns and a field goal. As the Washington football team, almost said it. I got half of it out, but did not say it fully. They came out strong in the first half. Second half just did not have anything left in the tank. It is insane to see that a football team, the Washington football team of all teams, just fell apart, to say the least. I don't even know the proper way to phrase what I just witnessed. You know, this team came out hot and scorching in the first half, and then non-existent in the second half. They did not score any points in the second half. They scored 3 points in the second half after being up, you know, by a touchdown at halftime. So, just definitely struggling here is this. Well, definitely struggling here is this, you know, Washington team. But you see right here at the quarterback position, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions for none other than Colin Kaepernick. You hate to see that. Chuba Hubbard had 100 yards and a touchdown. All right there. Thaddeus Moss led the team in receiving yards with 99 receiving yards. Love to see that. AJ Green had a couple catches in with Josh Peterson. Doug Peterson's son also had a touchdown too, so good for Josh, son of Doug. Now, Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa led the team in tackles. Chidobe Awuzie had an interception on the day right there. Joe Hayden had some tackles. No interception on the season yet for Joe Hayden. So, I mean, I get he is a veteran. He's not playing, you know, prime time minutes like he was in Pittsburgh and in Cleveland. But we got to get over that, you know, and expect what we expect from, you know, Joe Hayden. All right, punting. He punted way too much. Cordell, not many return yards on either side of the ball. But it's whatever. I mean, AI doesn't really run the ball out for whatever reason. Just doesn't do much runs. You know, it's kind of fair catches everything. But taking on the Vikings in Game 2 of this episode, and hopefully it's a big one. Hopefully it's a good one, really. Really do hope that this is going to, in fact, be a good game right here. You know, especially for Colin Kaepernick's sake. You know, Colin Kaepernick now 0-3 on the season. More interceptions than touchdowns. I mean, he electrified Washington those last 4 games of the season. He won, what, 2 of them? He won one of them. Upset the Eagles, you know, which then knocked him out of the playoffs, so that happened. But it just seems like Kaepernick just does not have it this year. So, I mean, is Kaepernick losing his job? I mean, does the front office, does Ron Rivera want to move away from the veteran Colin Kaepernick and go towards rookie sensation Trevor Lawrence? Is that what the fans want? Is that what the front office wants? I mean, this game might as well decide that right there. You know, if next episode will be starring, you know, Trevor Lawrence, or will we have Dwayne Haskins back under center? Who knows, especially with the way this team is going. But Kirk Cousins, doing Kirk Cousins things, 152 yards and 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, which is very un-Kirk Cousins-like, because there's the game where he threw, what, 4 interceptions, 5 interceptions against the Colts, which was just insane. But he's going to just, you know, check down to his receivers right there. It's going to be a first down, now 2nd and 7. And guess what? That's going to be number 19 right there for the big first down run. You know, he's a big guy right there. Thielen, you know, got tackled behind the line and then just bullied his way over. Now number 80. First down for the Vikings. 2nd and 10. Here we go. Chase Young comes in screaming for a sack right there. You love to see that. First sack on the game for the Washington football team. Now 3rd and 16. Here we go. Sending the dogs hunting, and that will be an incomplete pass forced on the hit by the linebacker Cole Holcomb. But yeah, that was actually Ty Summers, number 57, not Cole Holcomb, 55. But Ron Rivera, pleased about that one. No opening field points, but look at that. 696 yards. It's not bad passing-wise. Just 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions is not what you want to see out of your starting quarterback. And, well, let's make that 6 interceptions. This one's mostly going to go for a pick 6 right there. And does he reach across? No, they're going to say he's down at the 1-yard line. All right. Way to go, Colin Kaepernick. You're doing great, bud. You're really doing great, as that leads up to a rushing touchdown by Dalvin Cook, who now puts up the Vikings 7-0 after the extra point. Sheba Hubbard, there you go, rushing for a first down. So as long as you keep the ball out of Colin Kaepernick's hands, you can't turn the ball over. You know, Hubbard hasn't shown that he, you know, fumbles the ball. He doesn't cough up the ball, it seems like. Maybe it's just a fair bet just to run him the rest of the game. Just run him up the middle until, you know, they can stop him. Run for 400 yards in the day. It would be pretty insane. Would, you know, jack up his stats super high. But Antonio Gibson getting a handoff right here. You love to see that, you know, rotational running back right there. I think Gibson is a good running back at it. I know last episode we talked about, you know, how Chiba was the feature. But Gibson, yes, is a good running back. I feel like he is more of a backup running back opposed to a starting running back, which is a way to say about a offensive rookie of the year winner. But Hubbard walks it down the field, gets himself a touchdown, his first rushing touchdown of the day. You'll love to see that. Raises that fist in solidarity. Shows his respect for everyone and everything. And it's just preaching love, man. That's all he does, just preaching love. But 8 plays, 75 yards for this offense. You love to see them just moving the gears. 2nd 11 now for the Vikings. And guess what? That's going to be another first down pass. One of those insta passes for, you know, the AI. 2nd and 12, play action. Guess what? It's going to be a linebacker, Ty Summers, coming in for the sack. Gets home this time. Now it's going to be 3rd and 20 for the Vikings. Now, as if you think we're blitzing. Chase Young screaming. Not sure if he hits Kirk Cousins or not, but that ball's going to hit off the face of his receiver. 1st and 10, ball going to Hubbard, and guess what? Hubbard, hubba up the middle, baby. You'll love to see that one right there. Big first down. Now 3rd and 2, Colin Kaepernick airs that one out, and he's going to drop that one basket catch style into the arms of John Ross, the 3rd, for a first down at the 6-yard line now. Perfect running territory. But no, we're going to throw that one. Now it's going to be bobbled around, intercepted, tackled by an offensive lineman. I don't know what just happened, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't there when I threw the ball. But that's going to be Harrison Smith with the interception. It's going to be his second interception of the game for Colin Kaepernick. As Chase Young gets home on that one for a sack. Oh, third sack of the day, second of the game for Chase Young. Hand off now. Here we go, Hubbard. Hubbard will run hard, and he'll run through some people there. Up over 80 yards so far through less than 2 full quarters. Now Hubbard again. He's going to get, head stick body check by Eric Kendricks over the first down marker. And Antonio Gibson, play action pass. Pass over the middle, caught by Hakeem Butler. And there's going to be a penalty on this one. Probably coming back due to holding. No. It's actually going to be, is that roughing the passer? Yeah, unnecessary roughness actually on Hakeem Butler right there. We'll take on an extra 15 yards right there. I love that one. As now Kaepernick rolls out, fires, gets a touch right there. AJ Green, just takes it from the hands of the defense right there. So big confidence booster for not only AJ Green, but for Colin Kaepernick and this offense right there. And now Dustin Hopkins seals the deal with a extra point there to put up Washington 14-7. So big moves. Here we go. Dalvin Cook, outside run. Ty Summers falls down, takes 12 years to get up, but Dalvin Cook will run all the way down to our 39-yard line right there. Thanks to that right there. I love you, Ty Summers. You're the greatest. Man, we need to look on our linebacking core this offseason. That's one thing we need more of in this game, especially for this team. We need both sides of the team to show up in every one game. You gotta think offense, put 14 points on the board right now, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for this team, that's a decent amount. As, was that Ryan Kerrigan, 96, right? Yeah, Kerrigan comes in and just smacks Kirk Cousins for the sack right there. Dalvin Cook again. Gonna stiff arm a linebacker, because why wouldn't he do that? Now 3rd and 2, here we go. He's got a minute and a half left. Getting some pressure, but doesn't matter. That's gonna be a touchdown in the end zone for the Vikings, tying this game up. And definitely, this team needs to work on consistency. Because defense will show up not defense doesn't ever show up, what am I talking about? Defense is too spotty to show up. Offense, I can get by with the offense, not when I'm getting dumb holding penalties right here. Who held this time? Is it Eichenberg or Moses? Eichenberg or Moses? Eichenberg, Moses. It's Morgan Moses. Man, I can't wait to draft or sign some tackles, because I just need a whole new offensive line. 3rd and 7, that pass gets deflected away right there. Not what I want. Not at this moment. No, we did not want that. But unfortunately right there, we definitely need to score on this drive. At least put 3 points up on the board through a field goal. But everyone covered up right now. We picked the right zone defensive scheme. So Chase Young in their first 5th sack on the season. Way to go, Chasey Chase. Chase down Kirk Cousins. And that's going to take us into halftime right here. So take a look quickly at how halftime lines up for everyone. Game is going to be tied 14-all. 2 turnovers for Washington. I'm surprised we're not down by more, honestly. Chuba Hubbard comes up big, first down, 3rd and 5 now. Kaepernick trying just to stay in the pocket. He's not a pocket quarterback. He just needs to roll out more. There you go. He's going to get hit as he throws. That throw is going to be a lame duck short of its intended target. Now, 1st and 10, Kirk Cousins under center. Dalvin Cook in the back. He's going to go out wide. And that's going to be a short pass right there for a first down. So now 1st and 10 from the 30. And guess what? Dalvin Cook is going to change about 12 directions. Thank goodness he changed that direction for no reason at the end, because if not, that was a touchdown guaranteed for Dalvin Cook in the zone. What a surprise. Now it's going to be even harder for our lackluster linebackers to tackle him. 3rd and 5. They're putting him in motion. He gets stuck on, I think, a lineman. But doesn't matter, though, as the secondary is just going to try and play catch-up with a wide receiver right here. Is that Justin Jefferson? A 48-yard touchdown. And that's going to put Minnesota up by a score right here. You hate to see the Colin Kaepernick, slam on the table and disapprove right there. Like, he's done better this game. I mean, these 2 interceptions proves that he hasn't done much to keep his team ahead. We score on those 2 drives. We're up by 2 touchdowns. We're up by 6 points right now. That's what happened. We're down by a point. You know what I'm talking about? We're up by a touchdown. If we score on those drives, down by a point. Kaepernick is part of the reason why we're not putting points up, because he's just not moving the ball down the field. But there you go. Taylor and Chuba Hubbard on the outside right there for his first career receiving touchdown. Maybe, I don't know. That's not popular with it, so maybe not his first career receiving touchdown. But extra point attempt will be good. Tying this game up at 21 apiece for your Washington football team. You gotta love to see that one right there. At least we aren't just mailing it in. We're not bending over, rolling over, playing dead when it comes to being down. But there you go. Dalvin Cook, first down yardage right there. He's going to stop the clock. He's at 87 yards, only 10 rushes because of that. He had a pretty monster run, couple monster runs earlier in this game. Now, in the 4th quarter, 2nd and 9. Justin Jefferson, of course, underneath it. Going to get tripped up right there by DJ Swear, number 27. Before we can take down the house down the 29-yard line, though. Definitely not where we want this defense to be. We want this defense to be 10 yards back, and guess what? That Dalvin Cook again. Yep, Dalvin Cook yet again. X-Factor ability, even with him being a running back. They're just still doing running back routes, hitting them over the middle where the linebackers are spread open. Now blitzing on 2nd and goal, and Kirk Cousins does go down right there. Jeremiah Owusu Koromia. You know who I'm talking about. He gets the sack right there. Now 3rd and goal. Can we keep them out of the end zone one more time? Force them to a field goal? Nope. We really thought that we were going to keep them out of the end zone. I'm surprised that I didn't get that glitchy animation where the defensive back in front of the guy who caught the ball, and dive backwards and swat it or intercept it with his feet somehow. But I don't know. Kaepernick just getting absolutely lit up right here. On 2nd down, forces a 3rd and 16. Rivera did the Arthur meme. Now here we go, 3rd and 16 again, and it's gonna be a jump ball in the triple coverage for Scary Terry. He can't get it. Now 4th and 16. Come on, air that one out. We had a runner, wide receiver open short, but trying to feed that one to John Ross deep, and that did not work out. Turnover on downs inside of our red zone now. Dalvin Cook play action passes him in a blocking assignment. And the dump down to the receiver. He falls out of bounds, so it's going to stop the clock at 4 minutes in the 2nd. And they're going to kick a field goal, go up by a touchdown. 2 scores now, a touchdown and a field goal. But right there, you hate to see it. Now, come on again. Down by 10 points. Here we go. Kaepernick getting sacked from behind, not getting any support. Yannick Ngakoue, former Jacksonville Jaguar defensive end, former 1st-round draft pick, I believe, gets the sack this time. Ron Rivera not happy with the blocking assignments from his offensive lineman. Now here we go again. Overthrown, underthrown. Receiver didn't make the play he was supposed to. Intercepted, pick 6. I mean, what should have been 2nd pick 6 of the game, but the first one got stopped at the 1-yard line. But Mukamu, there you go right there. He's going to put this game out of reach. 2.5 minutes left, and Kaepernick still trying to throw it. He's going to throw a bad pass right there. I mean, not intercepted, but fought for and dropped. 4th and 1. Here we go. Kaepernick. And Kaepernick will be hit. He's going to cough the ball up, and guess what? Hubbard will pick it up. Another turnover on downs, this time inside of our red zone. And Colin Kaepernick better hope that he is on the manager's good side. You better hope that he's on ownership's good side, because Colin Kaepernick has not shown so far through 4 weeks that he is deserving of an NFL starting caliber job. I'm just saying, he did great. He worked wonders in the end of last season when he came back for the first time since 2016. But it just seems like that magic he's had, he's relegated to handing the ball off now to Chuba Hubbard. Hubbard just getting over almost 200 yards this game, 160 yards, stat padding it, because that's all we're doing is running the ball. Because Ron Rivera does not want Colin Kaepernick throwing it. He does not trust Colin Kaepernick throwing it. But replay of the game, there you go. 107 rushing yards, 106 passing yards for the Washington. 21-45 is the final score. 3 turnovers for Colin Kaepernick, a fumble late, and 2 interceptions. 3 interceptions. 3 interceptions, 1 pick six, 2 touchdowns for Kaepernick. 11 for 20, not bad, 11 for 20, but just nothing else about this is great. 24 yards for 160 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. Gibson had 37 yards. John Ross 41 yards. Keem Butler had 38 yards. Thaddeus Moss had 28 yards. AJ Green 28 yards and a touchdown. And Chuba Hubbard had 1 yard and a touchdown as well. Now Morgan Moses and Liam Eichenberg both allowed sacks. Defense led by Cole Holcomb and Jeremiah Owusa Karomia. I'm going to learn how to say his name, I promise you. I'm going to learn how to say his name. But this game, overall embarrassing game from the offense. From the defense was pathetic. But if you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button. Comment down below what you think we should do with Colin Kaepernick. Do you think we should bench him, start Trevor Lawrence, or Dwayne Haskins? Bon text on YouTube though. Peace out.